Deep within South America lies the Amazon rainforest, a realm of unparalleled grandeur and mystery. The Amazon River courses through this verdant kingdom, sustaining a staggering diversity of life. Yet, this delicate balance, honed over millennia, is under threat. The Amazon rainforest, often called the lungs of the planet, plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate. It absorbs vast amounts of carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, mitigating climate change. Protecting this invaluable ecosystem is a global imperative. The Amazon rainforest is a delicate ecosystem, finely balanced over millennia. Indigenous peoples have lived in harmony with the rainforest for centuries, their traditional knowledge crucial for conservation. However, human activities like deforestation are pushing countless species towards extinction. Step into the Amazon rainforest, and you enter a world teeming with life. Towering trees, insects, and vibrant birds create a symphony of life. The Amazon is a living tapestry, each life form playing a vital role in the ecosystem. The Amazon's biodiversity includes fearsome predators and unique creatures. Jaguars, giant otters, and electric eels thrive in this complex ecosystem. High above, the harpy eagle, the most powerful raptor, soars on thermal currents. The Amazon is a feast for the senses, a riot of colors. Orchids, heliconias, and mushrooms add to the kaleidoscope of the forest. Birds like parrots, macaws, and toucans bring vibrant hues to the canopy. The Amazon rainforest plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate. It absorbs carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, acting as a colossal carbon sink. However, deforestation threatens this delicate balance, exacerbating the climate crisis. Within the Amazon, a delicate web of interdependence connects every living organism. The loss of even a single species can disrupt the intricate relationships that sustain the ecosystem. The poison dart frog exemplifies the interconnectedness of life in the Amazon. Indigenous peoples have lived in harmony with the Amazon for millennia. Their traditional knowledge offers invaluable insights into sustainable living and conservation. Recognizing and supporting their rights is crucial for safeguarding the Amazon. The indigenous tribes of the Amazon are the inheritors of profound knowledge. Their lives are intricately woven into the fabric of the forest, reflecting a deep respect for nature. Their understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things offers valuable lessons for humanity. The indigenous communities of the Amazon are living libraries of knowledge. Their understanding of the rainforest's intricate workings accumulated over millennia of direct experience. Their traditional ecological knowledge, passed down through generations of careful observation, experimentation, and adaptation, encompasses a vast array of information about the rainforest's plants, animals, ecosystems, and natural cycles. This knowledge, often dismissed or ignored by the outside world, holds immense value for conservation efforts, scientific research, and sustainable living. Take for example the Matzes people of Peru, renowned for their intricate knowledge of medicinal plants. Their shamans, through centuries of trial and error, have identified hundreds of plants with medicinal properties, using them to treat a wide range of ailments, from snake bites and infections to fevers and digestive problems. This traditional knowledge, often scoffed at as primitive superstition, has led to the discovery of valuable pharmaceuticals, demonstrating the importance of preserving and learning from indigenous wisdom. The indigenous understanding of sustainable agriculture also offers valuable lessons. Many Amazonian tribes practice a form of shifting cultivation, clearing small patches of forest to grow crops, then allowing the forest to regenerate before moving on to a new area. This practice, unlike large-scale industrial agriculture, mimics the natural cycles of the rainforest, minimizing soil erosion, preserving biodiversity, and ensuring the long-term health of the ecosystem. The indigenous knowledge of the Amazon is not merely a collection of facts or techniques, it is a holistic worldview, a way of life that recognizes the interconnectedness of all living things and emphasizes the importance of living in balance with nature. Their languages, often rich in words and concepts related to the natural world, reflect a depth of understanding that goes far beyond the scientific classifications of Western science. The indigenous cultures of the Amazon, for millennia living in relative isolation, are facing unprecedented threats to their way of life, their very existence hanging in the balance. The relentless advance of deforestation, driven by logging, mining, oil extraction, and industrial agriculture, is tearing through the rainforest at an alarming rate, fragmenting habitats, displacing communities, and pushing countless species towards extinction. The consequences for both the ecological integrity of the Amazon and the cultural survival of its indigenous inhabitants are dire. The construction of roads and infrastructure projects, while touted as engines of economic development, often comes at a heavy cost for indigenous communities. Roads, intended to open up remote areas for logging and resource extraction, often lead to an influx of settlers, miners, and land grabbers, encroaching on indigenous territories, displacing communities, and sparking conflicts over land and resources. The loss of land not only jeopardizes their physical survival, but also severs their spiritual connection to their ancestral territories, undermining their cultural identity and traditional way of life. The introduction of new diseases to which indigenous populations have little immunity has also had a devastating impact. Contact with outsiders, often through missionaries, loggers, or miners, has led to outbreaks of diseases like measles, influenza, and even the common cold decimating populations that had no previous exposure to these illnesses. The social and cultural disruption caused by these epidemics further weakens the resilience of these communities, making them more vulnerable to exploitation and assimilation. The plight of the indigenous tribes of the Amazon is a stark reminder of the human cost of environmental destruction. Their struggle to protect their lands, their cultures, and their very existence is a call to action for the global community to recognize their rights, support their self-determination, and work together to find sustainable solutions that protect both the ecological integrity of the Amazon and the cultural survival of its indigenous inhabitants. The Amazon rainforest, once a seemingly invincible emerald ocean, is now receding at an alarming rate, its once pristine expanse marred by the scars of human activity. Deforestation, driven by a complex interplay of economic, political, and social forces, is tearing through the rainforest like a raging fire, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Vast swaths of pristine forest, once teeming with life, are being cleared for cattle ranching, soybean cultivation, and mining operations, transforming the delicate ecosystem into barren wastelands. The consequences of this rampant deforestation are far-reaching and devastating. As trees fall, the intricate web of life they support unravels. Species lose their habitats, their food sources vanish, and their delicate balance is irrevocably disrupted. The iconic jaguar, its once vast territory shrinking, finds its prey depleted and its hunting grounds fragmented. The brightly colored macaws, their nesting sites decimated, struggle to raise their young amidst the skeletal remains of their former home. The loss of forest cover also has dire implications for the global climate. Trees, those silent guardians of the atmosphere, absorb vast quantities of carbon dioxide, acting as a crucial buffer against climate change. But as they are felled and burned, the stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, further exacerbating the greenhouse effect and accelerating the pace of global warming. The Amazon, once a vital carbon sink, is now at risk of becoming a carbon source, contributing to the very climate crisis it once helped to mitigate. The situation is dire, but not beyond hope. The fate of the Amazon rainforest hangs in the balance, its future dependent on our collective will to act. We must recognize that the destruction of the Amazon is not merely a regional tragedy but a global catastrophe in the making, one that threatens the delicate balance of our planet's life support systems. The assault on the Amazon rainforest is not a single isolated act but rather a symphony of destruction, a relentless barrage of assaults that threaten to silence the rainforest's vibrant symphony of life. Illegal logging, driven by the insatiable demand for timber, continues to decimate vast areas of pristine forest, often with the complicity of corrupt officials and unscrupulous businesses. Ancient trees, some standing for centuries, are felled and hauled away, leaving behind gaping wounds in the forest canopy. Mining, another major driver of deforestation, leaves behind a toxic legacy. Gold mining, in particular, often employs highly destructive methods, using mercury to extract the precious metal. This toxic substance contaminates rivers and streams, poisoning fish and wildlife and posing serious health risks to local communities. The glittering allure of gold comes at a heavy cost, leaving behind a trail of environmental devastation and human suffering. The expansion of industrial agriculture, fueled by global demand for commodities like soybeans and beef, is also taking a heavy toll on the rainforest. Vast areas of forest are cleared to make way for monoculture plantations, where a single crop is grown at the expense of biodiversity. These industrial-scale operations often rely on heavy pesticide use, further degrading the soil and polluting water sources. And as if these threats weren't enough, the Amazon is now facing a new and insidious enemy: climate change. Rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, and more frequent droughts are stressing the rainforest, making it more susceptible to fires, pests, and diseases. The delicate balance of the ecosystem is being pushed to its limits, raising fears of a tipping point beyond which recovery may be impossible. The fate of the Amazon rainforest, and indeed the future of our planet, hinges on our collective action. We can no longer afford to stand idly by as this irreplaceable treasure is plundered and destroyed. The time for complacency is over. The time for bold, decisive action is now. We must demand accountability from our leaders, urging them to enact and enforce policies that protect the Amazon, support sustainable development, and combat climate change. Consumers, too, have a crucial role to play. By making informed choices about the products we buy, we can help reduce the demand for products that drive deforestation. We can choose sustainably sourced timber, certified coffee and chocolate, and meat products that are not linked to rainforest destruction. Every purchase is a vote, and we must use our collective purchasing power to support companies and practices that protect the environment. Education and awareness are also paramount in this fight. We must educate ourselves and others about the importance of the Amazon rainforest, the threats it faces, and the actions we can take to protect it. We must amplify the voices of indigenous communities who have been the guardians of the rainforest for millennia, and support their efforts to protect their lands and cultures. The challenges ahead are daunting, but not insurmountable. The Amazon rainforest, despite the relentless onslaught it faces, remains a place of immense resilience and regenerative power. If we act now, with urgency and determination, we can still turn the tide, protect this irreplaceable treasure, and ensure that the Amazon's vibrant symphony of life continues to resonate for generations to come. We have journeyed deep into the heart of the Amazon, explored its hidden wonders, and witnessed the breathtaking diversity of life beneath its emerald canopy. From towering kapok trees to the tiniest insects, we have learned from the wisdom of the indigenous tribes, yet we have also seen the fragility of this ecological treasure, the alarming pace of human activities unraveling the intricate tapestry of life. The relentless march of deforestation threatens to transform this vibrant ecosystem into a silent wasteland. The Amazon is a vital organ in our planet's life support system. Its fate is inextricably linked to our own. The choices we make today will determine the fate of the Amazon and our planet. The fate of the Amazon rainforest is a stark reminder that we are all interconnected, our destinies intertwined with the intricate web of life that sustains us all. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the climate we depend on, all are inextricably linked to the health of our planet's ecosystems, and none more so than the Amazon. When we destroy the rainforest, we are not merely destroying trees and displacing animals. We are disrupting the delicate balance of our planet's life support systems, jeopardizing the very foundations of our own survival. The loss of biodiversity, the release of greenhouse gases, the disruption of water cycles. These are not merely abstract environmental concerns, they are real-world consequences that will impact us all, sooner or later. The Amazon rainforest, for all its vastness and seeming resilience, is not invincible. It is a complex, interconnected system, vulnerable to the cumulative impacts of human activities. Every tree felled, every acre cleared, every species lost brings us closer to a tipping point, beyond which the damage may be irreversible. The choices we make today as individuals, as communities, as a global society, will determine the fate of the Amazon and, by extension, the future of life on Earth. We can choose to continue down the path of unsustainable consumption, driven by short-term profits and a disregard for the long-term consequences of our actions. Or, we can choose a different path, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of all life, respects the limits of our planet, and embraces a sustainable future for all. Despite the daunting challenges we face, the relentless assault on the Amazon, there is reason for hope. Amidst the stories of destruction, glimmers of hope emerge. Indigenous communities are rising up, defending their ancestral lands. Scientists and conservationists are working tirelessly to protect the Amazon. Around the world, a growing movement is demanding change. Let us act with urgency and determination, for our collective future depends on it.